Hey, what's up, everybody? Happy Sunday for you guys. Well, happy as can be because Monday is right around the corner. But quick little video for you guys because there's a phone that I was able to get wind of it, basically from Unbox Therapy. Also, shout out to the Tech Elites. And you know, the last couple of videos I talked about, I guess, in my opinion, feels like it's a bit negative. And it is in a way just based on the fact that smartphones pretty much are like the same. One comment that I received that I totally agree with is that smartphones have become like cars; they're all the same, and I totally agree with that. Shout out to the Riverdale, but this one is not like every other smartphone out there. Now, it's not an entirely new design language, as the device looks just like a BlackBerry. But at the same time, too, it's kind of it's exciting to see something completely different than what we normally get. We normally get candy bar style touchscreen, two cameras or more, but candy bar style touchscreen. And here, PDA, right? QWERTY keyboard, display, and yeah, Unbox Therapy's video, check it out because he actually has one in his hand and actually gets to play around with it. But for those who are interested in the specs, all right, so the processor is a MediaTek Helio P60 octa-core, 4.5-inch display, so it's actually a square display, which means that the resolutions are 1440 by 1440. All right, it does run Android 9 Pie. It's got 6 gigabytes of RAM, 128 gigs of internal storage, but it's also expandable, as I saw from the little video. 16 megapixel rear camera and an 8 megapixel front facing camera. It's IP67 water and dust resistant rating. Does have Wi-Fi, Bluetooth 4.1, NFC, and FM radio. So for the LTE bands, what it looks like here is bands 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 12, 13, 17, 18, 19, 20, 25, 26, 28A, 28B. It's got biometric reading, so fingerprint sensor, as well as I believe it has a facial unlock, but it's not 3D mapping facial unlock. Battery size is 6,000 milliamps, non-removable, with wireless charging capabilities. The dimensions of the device is 153.6 by 92.5 by 16.65 millimeters, and it weighs about 303 grams. So just with some of these specs right here, okay, so it's not over lavishing. It's not going to blow every smartphone out the water with this thing. However, if this device was a living animated thing, it could very well, just by the look of it, beat the crap out of a lot of smartphones, or just in fact actually just bully them. But I think the interesting thing here is that the concept that Unihertz is going by with the Titan, the fact that this phone caters to various different categories, right? So it's rugged, so it could be for the type of jobs that you're going to be doing some very heavy work and possible need a rugged phone to survive drops, possible liquid contacts and things like that, right? But it's also designed, and the way that its form functions is for the everyday business person. So even the guy who's not getting his hands dirty but is sitting behind a desk, 9-to-5 job, crunching keyboards and doing all those kinds of things, and needs to be able to do file transfers and things like that on the fly, be able to type quickly without having to worry about missed key types because you're typing from a screen. On this, you're typing on a keyboard. So you're pretty much covered there of actually getting pretty much a good, accurate key punch. But then the consumer, sometimes these things kind of leave out the consumers, but in this case, the consumers is also thought of too, because this phone could actually function for the consumer. The consumer can actually get a lot out of this, the same as they would get out of any other smartphone out there. However, the fact is that it has a different form factor and a different design language, which is going to basically give you a different experience, one that you're not going to be totally used to all the time. Blackberries have been gone for a while now, and I can constantly see that people are already used to the candy bar style screen displays. And so for something like this to come swing in, come left field and just take left field. I can see people slightly having to have some sort of learning curve in order to adapt to this phone. For the simple fact that not everything is touch screen on it. You have a QWERTY keyboard. And then, of course, when I first saw it on Lou's video on Unbox Therapy, that very center piece there, I thought it was just like a filler part for the keyboard, like something that's there that has actually no functionality. But then I was thinking, like, where's the fingerprint sensor on this thing? And then Lou actually demoed it, and I was like, oh, that's the fingerprint sensor. So really good placement for the fingerprint sensor, in my opinion, that it's actually over there on the QWERTY keyboard, but right above it. Like, kind of aligned with it, but on the top part, your thumb reaches there. Really easy to unlock the device. Now, another cool thing about this is that it is dual SIM supported, so you could have 2 SIM cards in this thing and be able to actually function off both. So that's why I say for the business world, it's going to be a slam dunk for it, for the fact that, you know, it caters a lot. I mean, iPhones are great in the business world. Android phones are great in the business world. And sometimes you don't want something that could be mistaken for, like, you know, your regular everyday phone. And something like this, you know, in the workforce, you know, could definitely do some damage, especially with the amount of specifications that it's already holding. And this is just on paper, okay? What really matters is the user experience. And so I'm hoping that I can actually get one just to try and demo. I would really love to try and demo this because this phone just, it's not anything new. So it's not like a new form factor with new features and things like that. We've seen this style phone before, but I think to me it's a throwback to the BlackBerry days and to basically the PDA days. Because besides BlackBerry, I mean, like, a lot of people, when they first see this thing, automatically they identify BlackBerry. But to be quite honest with you guys, when I first saw this thing, the first thing I thought of was the Moto Q. I was like, that looks like the Moto Q. I mean, yeah, BlackBerry has always been synonymous with that style and the QWERTY keyboard. But the Moto Q, if you guys don't know what that is, it pretty much looks like it. And I used to have a Moto Q. I actually had the Moto Q9. And so with this phone, it's just, to me, it just changes the way that things are. And, you know, I'm kind of excited. And even if I don't get to actually demo one and review one, you know, for it being out there, maybe one day I'll cop one and, you know, just play around with it. But, you know, for all the things that you're getting out of it, and one thing I want to see here is the pricing. Okay, so tiny 4G smartphone keeps you connected in the field for less than $300. So are they really trying to sell this thing for under $300? That would be insane if this thing was under $300. I don't know. For me, just by everything that I'm seeing, the, you know, design, the quality, build, and everything like that, I would think this thing would go for $350, $400. But they're saying it's going to be under $300, and I'm not going to complain about that at all whatsoever. I mean, under $300, yes, that would be dope. Anyhow, yeah, so that's pretty much it. That's my thoughts on the Unihertz Titan. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section of the video. If you've heard of this device already, if you have not, and this is your first time hearing about it, go check out the Tech Elites. They did what do you call those? I don't want to say demo. I keep thinking demo in my head. It's not a demo. A reaction to the ad campaign for Unihertz Titan. And also, Lou from Unbox Therapy, check out his video. He actually has the phone in hand and demos it right then and there. So 2 good sources for you guys to really go and get all the info that you want out of the Unihertz Titan. And then let me know, even though it's not a brand new concept for a smartphone, is the Unihertz Titan something that kind of revigorates, you know, your interest in smartphones? My kids are having fun on a Sunday. Now my house is never chill. But yeah, is it something that you guys are just going to be like, you know, your interest in mobile technology, does it get reinvigorated when a company like this does something that's against the grain? Or is it because it's a design language that's been seen before that it's more of like a meh? You guys let me know in the comment section of the video. If you just found my channel and subscribe, really appreciate that. Hit the thumbs up to let me know you enjoyed this video, and subscribe, and hit the bell option to know when I upload another video. And that's it for now. So again, thanks so much for watching. You guys are awesome. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my Sunday, and you guys should too. As always, aloha. Squeaky chairs.